Hi, this is Sam Manfer, and welcome to C-Level Selling Tip number 9, Executive Intimidation. This is the biggest roadblock facing most people. They really feel uncomfortable and nervous getting to C-level executives, and they tend to kill themselves by not getting to these people. Here's the deal. You're uncomfortable or you're nervous, and this is called anxiety or fear, and it's all about approaching authority figures, high-level people, and you've been conditioned throughout your life to be fearful of high-level authority people. So when it comes time to getting to a president, a CEO, a chief executive operating officer, or whatever, you get a little nervous about the whole thing, and you tend to avoid it. You really don't want to do this, so you look for evidence why they don't want to meet you, why you shouldn't meet with them. You're at the wrong level, they're too busy, these people don't get involved in the decision. All kinds of things come up in your head, and this executive intimidation really kills you. It really provides a big roadblock for you. So you got to get over it. So here's the best strategy to do it. Visualize a positive outcome. You got to think, hey, this executive, high-level person really needs to see me. If he doesn't see me, he's going to get all the information from a third party. It's going to be screwed up. Think about yourself. Do you like getting information from third parties, from subordinates, or would you rather get it from the horse's mouth? You've got to think positive. These people really want to learn from you, and you need to be with them, and you belong with them. So the best way to do this, the biggest antidote for fear, anxiety, and this executive intimidation is preparation. Get with the people on your golden network, people in your office, the subordinate that you work with. Find out about this person. Has anybody met with this person before? What's he like? What's she like? Does he like to be with a lot of people? Does he like to work by themselves? Is he results-oriented, detail-oriented, the general picture? Is he a social person? Is he not so social? What kind of person is it? And then you got to think about, what do you want to learn from this person before you present? What are some key things? What kind of information do you need to know before you can present? Because you want to present to this person right on the dime. You want to give them only this kind of stuff they want. You want to expose them, entice them to some other stuff, but you want to make sure that this is the stuff they're interested in before you present to them. Role play this out. Ask questions. What questions will I ask to get the person engaged? Tell me what he or she wants. How will I present and things. Role play with people in your office, your significant other, or whatever. This is really important because it's going to make you feel confident. It's going to make you feel good. And think about when you prepared for meetings in the past. You went in there, you were stoked, you felt really good, and the meeting came off really well. So preparation's key. Now, here's the common situation. People make you uncomfortable. High-level people make you uncomfortable, and so you tend to avoid them. You're content to meet with the subordinates or the technical people, and then you come up with the rationalization that the spec is going to win, who the person that answers the spec the best, or the low price is going to win. It's baloney. The people with the in win. And the resulting problem is you get stuck with the subordinate. You're at their mercy. They gouge you for price. They stall. They diddle around. You're totally out of control. They'll mislead you. They'll give you all kinds of information that doesn't work because they really don't know what the boss wants, because they're more afraid of the boss than you are. And so they probably are just assuming that, this is what the boss wants. Boss said get a good deal. They think a good deal is low price. Bosses want more than just low price. The big thing about subordinates is they can't say yes. They've always got to go get that approval. I don't care what you're selling. It could be toilet paper. Sooner or later, they got to get approvals, okay? So you lose control if you stick with these subordinates. So you got to get to these high-level people, and the thing that's killing you is this executive intimidation. So you got to get over it. So let's talk about some questions and see how intimidated you are. Do you continuously try to meet people at high levels by asking for introductions? Do you always do that? Sometimes, or never? When you see an opportunity to meet a high-level person, do you jump on it? Do you always do that? Sometimes, usually, 4 to 0. Answer these questions. You might have to stop the video and read these questions and answer them. Do you feel the executives are not interested in what you sell? I'm selling a really technical product. The engineer makes the decision. I don't need to get to the high-level people. I'm selling a commodity. The high-level people don't get involved. Is that your feeling? Always? Sometimes? Most of the time? Answer it. Do you feel it's critical to meet top people? Always, sometimes, what's your answer on that? Well, here's the score. 1 plus 2 plus 4 minus 3. Okay? What's that going to equal? And if it equals 6 or more for you, that's pretty good. You're in good shape. 5 or less means you need some work. And here's a great place to get the work. It's in these ebooks at clevelsellingtips.com. They're great. No sales office should be without one. For this particular problem, executive intimidation, there's a 4-page narrative that describes the situation and even includes a worksheet. There's preparation section, 5 what to do, suggestions of how to do it, and then this is really the critical part, this taking it to the streets, 4 ideas how to make you feel comfortable implementing these suggestions. And then in this one, it even has an example and an application story. So clevelsellingtips.com, there's probably a little button here you can push and it'll take you right there. All right, good selling. See you on the next tip.